on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT, and looks like we have an update has now arrived in Gran Turismo Sport. So looks like this is a pretty excited for us, and everybody really enjoys it. So let's go over and take a good look what's going on for this update. So looks like 5 additional cars are now adding in board, and it looks like we have a Toyota GR Supra RZ 2019, the Pagani Huayra 2013 that returns from Gran Turismo 6, and the Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren 2009, McLaren F1 GTR, BMW was definitely bringing in with a Kokusai Kaihatsu UK Racing returns from GT6 as well, and looks like this is definitely only one roadster that celebrates Mazda's 30th anniversary with the Eunos Roadster Special Package 1989. Very good to be able to bring the first generation Mazda Roadster, because this is going to be quite very good to be able to celebrate its 30th anniversary. So looks like we have a new track going on, folks. A Japanese track is definitely quite very excited to see it for it. The track called Autopolis International Racing Course, and then there's 2 layout versions available, which is a shortcut course. Very good that this is going to be a new track for us, that we're about to race on a new opportunity to be able to get started for it. So this is definitely also the scene in Need for Speed Shift, because good thing that Autopolis is welcome to Gran Turismo, because this is going to be good for the first time. So this is a very good track for the Super GT 500 race cars to be able to race on this track, and maybe other race cars will be able to take a good look at the track themselves for it. And looks like there's only one new event is available in the campaign mode in the GT League, the event called the Super Legend. This is a very good event for Toyota Supra favors, and they just really want to drive it for it. And luckily, a special collection Autopolis is now added. Same thing like Fuji Speedway. So looks like this is going to be very new to be able to take a good look on the new variation backgrounds on the Autopolis racetrack. So it is very excited for the March update for this year. So looks like this will be able to go over to the brand Central, and this is going to be excellent to be able to look for it. So there's only 1 of 5 cars are now available in Europe and Asia Pacific. So looks like this is going to be good to be able to get a good start to be able to purchase a McLaren. So very good for the McLaren F1 GTR race car. So this is definitely quite very good to be able to have this livery style for it. So this one is definitely now as a Group 3 race car. So this is very good. It only costs 450,000 credits. So maybe back in GT6, it also used to be as a 1 million credit, because good thing that this is definitely very good for a GT3 race car, because definitely quite very good for this F1 race car for it. So maybe same different variation type of F1 GTR race car. So well, this is very good for this style for the 1995. But this is very good style for it. So this is only have 1 color available, because this one is very livery official. Was definitely used in the mid-90s. So this is very good for the gray color to be able to see for it. So it also has a different variant type, is the base model. So base models should be good to be able to colorize and customize with some full body and rims. So this is definitely very cool to be able to have it in board. So good thing that most of you guys are really excited to be able to have the McLaren F1 GTR race car to be able to be full customized livery ready. And this is going to be quite good to show up with some good inspirational art talented skills to be able to make some good creativity for it. So right now I'll be able to ready to buy, and good thing still got enough credits, so this will be able to have to get back on to do some more high-speed racing on Route X. But very good for the F1 to be able to be on board on GT Sports. racing with Group 3 could be able to get this car to be able to challenge with the two BMW M6 GT3 race car, but this one is a racing legend. So very good with a horsepower of 600 HP, and the country is the UK. So looks like time to be able to buy this credit, and then a vehicle brought will be able to get ready to race. We are so really glad that the McLaren F1 GTR race car is now ready to go to join with the Group 3 group. So next up, I hope you guys are really excited about the returning of the favorite supercar of Mercedes-Benz, the SLR McLaren. This is going to be very brand new and very good horsepower of 616. N-class category is N600. So this is very cool for the 2009 model. But the SLR McLaren is definitely designed in 2003, what's been produced. But take a good look at this nice interior view with the SLR in it, because this is going to be quite very amazing. So it also shows in the Frankfurt Motor Show. So it is very cool. And take a good look at this nice rim style to be able to, with a good style for it. But this is very cool for a supercar. So this is going to be very amazing. So there's only have two colors available. It's the Crystal Lawrence Silver and the Galaxy Black. So this is very cool to be able to choose two colors are going to choose. So it also has a red one because it also has the different model version. But take a good look at the guest on the interior seat view. So when choosing the Crystal Lawrence Silver, it also shows a red leather seat, and then the Galaxy Black could also see in the black leather seat, because this is going to be excellent. So maybe this is going to be your determined a moment of choice to be able to choose a color for the SLR McLaren. So maybe I'll be able to go with the Crystal Lawrence Silver, because this is going to be one fine, awesome silver Mercedes-Benz supercar to be able to race for it. Now, looks like this is very cool car, and they just really excited to drive it for it. Now, looks like very good guess that this is going to be quite sure, because it only costs 600,000 credits to be able to show. So, looks like this is going to be quite very good for it. So next up is the Pagani. Since the Pagani Huayra R was definitely introduced in the November update, but this update is about to bring in the Pagani Huayra. The 2013 model has definitely returned from Gran Turismo 6. And this time, N700 is definitely going on for the most hypercar category to be able to race with a Lamborghini Aventador. Or maybe this could be good for a 2013 model like the LaFerrari. So the horsepower is pretty good for a 730 HP, because it only costs 1,350,000 credits. Same thing as the Huayra R, which is definitely on the Group X, but the Huayra is definitely on the N-class category. So this is going to be very good to be able to choose a good type of a category, type of color for it. So there's plenty of colors, including some trim colors as well. So this is going to be able to have to use it wisely to be able to select the vehicle for it. And surprising guess that this only has two leather seats on the interior view. We'll be able to take a good look for it. So it also shows any kinds of certain colors we'll be able to choose. So the regular color and the carbon two-tone version. So this is going to be able to see which one you're going to have to choose. The carbon fiber version is definitely quite very cool for it. And looks like whenever you see this one, because this is a crystal clear carbon, because this looks very prototype variant alike, because this is going to be able to get a good look at this Huayra for it. So it also shows us to be able to get a differences of two versions of the Pagani Huayra. So it's definitely used to be able to have two different models from current years for it. 2011 and 2013 is definitely quite giving the same models to be able to show for. So maybe let's go and give it a good choice of this color. So the Rosa Monza Carbon 2-tone version is definitely quite very excellent to be able to a one fine Italy hypercar to be able to race it in for. I hope everybody really excited for a Pagani Huayra to be able to drive it in for. So looks like this is going to be able to good to be on board for it. Now looks like 3 of the new cars from Europe is definitely all done to be available to buy for it. So next up, it's going to be able to have 2 Asian cars are now available for it. So looks like let's go and take a good look at the Toyota with a brand new Supra. Has definitely made a long-awaited return after maybe just only for short decades for it. So looks like this is definitely good news. 100,000 credits to purchasing a new Toyota GR Supra RZ. So looks like this is definitely quite very good to show for it. So it was definitely quite very good for the 2019 model, but take a good look at this nice interior view that is more modern type. So looks like we're in 2019, you guys. This is the perfect time to be able to go and get that Toyota GR Supra RZ, and this is a very new generation of that JDM car. So this is a very good horsepower of 335 HP. And this one is definitely like the N300 car model, same as the Supra. So it also used to be as a 325 horsepower back in 1997. And this time it also adds up with only 10 plus horsepower. So this is going to be quite very good for a 335 HP Supra to be able to get ready to go. So this only has 8 colors available to buy because this is going to be very cool to be able to try it out this ride, and this is going to be excellent. So looks like this is a very good color for this car, so this will be available to choose it for it. Just like the Toyota FT1 that also introduces in the 2014, and it also has a Vision Gran Turismo Group 3 version as well. So looks like this is going to be good for the Toyota GR Supra RZ to be able to get ready to be on the race. Same thing like the GR Racing Concept 2018 GT3 race car. So looks like this is going to be able to choose this color. Prominence red is definitely quite very extraordinary to be able to get a good choice to be recommended to pick for it. So looks like I might be able to get a good examinate to choose which color for it. Now looks like this is going to be a good car that everybody really wants to try it, because this is innovation that excites. Welcome aboard, Toyota GR Supra. I hope you'll be able to join for the race, and this is going to be quite prepared for the big moment awaits. Now, last but not least, this is going to be able to have to go over there, and this is the perfect chance to get the Mazda Euros Roadster. So looks like this is a pretty good price amount will be available to buy. So the Euros Roadster NA special package is definitely appears in every Gran Turismo games. So it is quite very good to be able to have a fully premiumized detailed Roadster. So maybe like any other Mazda Euros Roadster with some S special and B special versions. So this is going to be good for this Roadster because pretty good 117 horsepower, and also this is a very good M100 car. So this is a very good Roadster. So this is definitely same as the 2015 Roadster S, because I hope that this is going to be quite excellent to be able to show the differences for it. So that also makes it the Mazda MX-5 30th anniversary, folks, because this is going to be quite giving a good opportunity to be able to have the old Roadster and the new Roadster will be able to get everything going in as well. So that was Celebrate 30 years, and this is how they really wanted to ride this classic Roadster for only each certain generation models. So there's only 4 available colors we'll be able to see as usual. So good thing that this is going to be able to have a good convertible roadster type. So maybe this is going to be available to choose for it. So there's Crystal White, Superstone Metallic, Marrier Blue, and the Classic Red. So maybe the Classic Red is definitely a good choice for the Mazda MX-5. So looks like this is going to be good to be available to buy, and looks like sometimes that Mazda Roadsters are always giving the best start to be able to drive nice and smooth and giving the good handling performance. This is definitely quite very good to be able to participate on the Roadster Cup along with the 2015 models. So maybe like the 2nd gen or 3rd gen models is definitely able to want to join in. That could be quite very good for the moment for having the Mazda MX-5 reunion. So looks like that's all the 5 cars that's definitely introduced to the 2019 March update. So looks like it's time to be able to get a good look at the photo scrapes, and then Autopolis is definitely adding in for it because a premier racing circuit nested in the mountains of western Japan. So looks like this is a very good photo background setup for it because this is definitely quite very excited for it, and looks like the turn 16 is also shows for the bridge background view, so this is very good to take a good look on it. Pit garage and pit lane is definitely added in with this category section as well. But this is pretty cool to be able to select 16 photo backgrounds which driver can be placed. Now this is going to be quite very excellent to be able to have another racing background photo to be able to set up for it. Now let's go over to the GT League and let's take a good look for the campaign preview to check on the Amateur League. Well, it's almost been a long time because it was definitely trying to keep everything well busy to be able to stack up with some more credits. So take a good look for the 3 new rounds on the Super Legend. So this is going to be quite good. So looks like 3 generations of Toyota Supra is definitely now eligible to participate in this event. So this is going to be excellent to be able to take a good preview look on any certain variant libraries on every Toyota Supra. So I know I had to be able to be back on to the GT League soon until the 20 million credits will be able to stack up. So it's going to be able to have a little long delay to be able to take the long detour. So I'll come back to the Professional League to continue what's left. So the Nostalgia 1979 is definitely needs to be required to be able to get everything ready. So looks like this is going to be good to get ready to go, and looks like this will be the best moment of all time, folks. Good thing that Autopolis is now added in onto the track along with Suzuka Circuit and the Fuji International Speedway. That was the 3rd Japanese racetrack was used in the Super GT series. So it also has 2 track layouts. So looks like this might be the Grand Prix course, and that one is going to be the shortcut course. So looks like this is going to be good to be able to have to race for the full Grand Prix track for it. So it also has different track conditions to be able to take a good look for it. So this is going to be on the morning and also the twilight. So the twilight is definitely very good for nighttime. So this is going to be quite excellent to be able to choose it on the noontime for it. Alright, so looks like time to be able to get ready for a Super GT 500 race. So looks like I'll be able to have to go and grab a Nissan GTR will be available to choose it for it. So maybe this time I might be able to have to go and use the Team Chris is really hot with the Total Drama World Tour variant. Well, I can't say that this is going to be able to have to get ready to go. So looks like I might be able to do 8 laps. So this is going to be able to get ready to go, and this time I hope that this is going to be quite good to be able to have to do a rolling start. GT500s always has to do a rolling start to be able to get started. So let's go race, and then let's get this race started. We are so excited for Autopolis to be racing in GT Sport. It also makes us that we're playing Need for Speed Shift, and this time this is going to be different to be able to race with GT500s or any other certain car classes. We'll be able to race on the track, and this is going to be quite very good to be able to get ready. Now looks like might be able to have to get some good prep settings to make sure. Okay, so have to be able to tune up a little bit. Alright, now take a good look at this new track variation viewport, but this is very good green, and giving a good environmental track is definitely quite very good. I hope this is a very awesome place. It is very good to see it. So take a good look at this nice environmental racetrack. It's definitely being changed because looks like everybody really enjoys this track to be able to have a nice Super GT season to be able to get started for. So looks like this is going to be good to be able to master the course. So this will be able to get a good step to be on the podium, be able to get a good chance on it, and this is definitely quite very good to be able to have a good title on it, because this one is an international racing course. Good horses and good environment backgrounds is definitely quite very good. Seeing Super GT500 or racing on the track is definitely the good heritage to be able to get a good corner mastering skills to be able to get started for it. But this is a pretty amazing track. Everybody really wants to be able to master this course, and it's going to be one excited Super GT race event going on right now. So this is going to be ready to go. So looks like this is going to be able to do a starting race to be able to get prepared. Now looks like this is going to be able to get everything a little bit rubbed up on it. So here we go, and let's get this Autopolis race started. Now this is going to be quite very tougher to make a good run on it. So here we go, let's master this track, because this is definitely looks like the racing on Need for Speed Shift all over again, but we're in Gran Turismo Sports. We gotta have to master this track before the next future update will fulfill the experience on the Autopolis track. So looks like good improvements is definitely going on for this update, and I hope that this is going to be able to have to get a good holding on it. So driving on Autopolis track is definitely a little bit difficult, so we should probably have to be a little bit careful to be able to get a good struggle on it. Finding a better way to be able to make a good pass on first place, it's going to be a little bit hard and tricky on it. So looks like might be able to put it on to the system view. Might be this is going to be able to do another way for it. Keep a good throttle, and then this is definitely the most part that will also have to go downhill. It's very hard to be able to be very careful on this turn. So this will also have to avoid dive bomb maneuvers, and then this is going to be a little bit hard, but that doesn't count on it. Now, looks like this is going to be able to go climb upward, going a little bit steep up the hill. And looks like this is definitely where the underpass bridge is definitely shown. Now, this is a very good track, so this will be able to have skills to be able to perform, to master this track, to be able to get a good cornering capability, to be able to master it. So, good thing that this is going to be a first start of mastering this track, and then this is going to get everything a little bit harder to be able to provide with some good apex skills to be able to get a good turns on it. Now, the first turn is definitely quite giving a hard and tricky skill for it. Same thing like Fuji Speedway, but very different. Autopolis track is definitely quite getting very different to be able to mastering all kinds of certain apex turns. So they had to be able to do it quickly and master this track to be able to have a good technique to be able to get some good overtake advantage to be able to get a good run on. So looks like this is going to be able to drive a little bit careful, and this will be able to have a radar will be able to help you out whenever you're going to make a good chances to overtake. Okay, there you go, going back downhill. So this is definitely the most hard to be able to go slip downhill on the full course track. Giving the good passes on the overtake could be quite very difficult, and they also might need to have a little skill to be required to make a good chance to be on the overtake advantage to be able to go slipping easy on it. But this will be able to go a little bit more decelerated and then goes back up again if you really want to take a chance. Right, looks like only 10 more to go. This race is going to keep going on and on. Just going to get some more drafts and then this or fourth. Okay, just going to make a little bit step on going. RCF and NSX are still going on for it. Just going to have to make one good passes on it while taking a good fast run on it. Okay, just gonna have to use the apex while you can if you really want to see it. This could be your main purpose. So this will be able to try to be very careful. Otherwise, that could be collisions will be occur. So this will like giving a little example tip to be able to master the track on Autopolis. Okay, so it looks like 12-second gap is keep going on for it. So this is going to get a little bit harder to be able to drive faster, to be able to go a step closer. Alright, going back downhill, just going to make a good turn, and then this is going to get a little bit slippery on this corner to be able to get anything performed. Well, I can't say that was a very good track for it. It also provides apex that might be able to get a helpful to be able to make a good stopping time whenever there's a problem going on during this race. So this is going to be able to get a good advantage racing techniques to be able to get everything required for it. Master this track is definitely important to be able to get everything brand new. So looks like we'll have to race carefully. Try not to get caught up on sand traps. That might be the main spot where it's at. Now, looks like this is going to be coming in for us. Just only got a few gap distance to go, because this is going to be on the halfway mark. Okay, very good. Stay on it. This is going to get a little bit closer to overtake two cars, and the others are still going on for it. So I kind of like this good view of the track. It's been slightly changes, and it's very good for the green grass style. So I hope that this is a very good track for the GT race event for an annual event. So this is very good to see it. So if there might be any more certain tracks that might be able to come up for it. So looks like this is going to be quite very awesome to be able to have GT500s to be able to race on Autopolis for having an annual season to be able to get started for it. Now, looks like this is going to get a little bit further closer for it. Only 8-second gap might be able to come closer to get everything close eye on. Alright, fastest lap achieved, and then good to go to be able to get a good pass run on it. Okay, so this might be giving one close step on it while taking the first turn. It's going to be a little bit hard and tricky, so this will have to be able to think quick. Alright, let's stay on it. Just going to go in and step a little bit closer for it. So this corner could be quite very tricky, same as the first turn. So this is going to be able to have a lot of technique required to be able to master the scale for it. Okay, very good. Making on the good run. Might keep going on that progress. Alright, so looks like probably two of them are 2008 seasons are definitely racing on the track. So looks like this is going to get everything a little bit slide corner on everything to be able to get prepared for it. So looks like I might be able to have to get a good practice to trying out on this new track. And this is going to also require skills to be able to master this track. So this will be quite very good practicing for the circuit experience to be able to get ready. Okay, 2 more to go. So it looks like this is going to keep on going, and then this is going to be very excited to be able to race this bird. Alright, stay on it. I hope that this is going to be a most fine win on the Autopolis track, because this is going to be good for the All Japan GT Championship. Alright, just gotta make sure to keep maintaining the pace. Okay, so looks like that was a very close call for it, so you might need to have that work for it. Okay, slide down that turn, and then this is going to be very easy to be able to make a good opening moment. Alright, glad that this is going to get a little bit almost there. Just gonna make a few more turns, and then this is gonna get everything a little bit closer on it. So this might be the main spot for a drift trial. So well, I guess that the D1 Grand Prix series used the Autopolis track to be able to use the track as the main reverse course, but it's definitely able to do it on drift trial, but it's definitely entertainable for it. So, gonna have to get a little bit closer on it. Only has to take one lap left until the final lap comes. Just gonna get everything a little bit closer on it to be able to get a good maintained pace on it. Okay, stay on it. Don't lose the grip, because this is gonna get a lot of concentration to be focused on. Push that puppy to the limit. Very good turn, and now this is the best moment to be able to be in first place in the lead. So this will have to break everything I got for it. Excellent, good run for this opportunity, folks. This is going to be a good racing start of the beginning for GT500 experience. Now, looks like over for the last corner because this is a good spectator view out there, folks. Everybody really wants to take a good look at this nice view of the track, and this is where racing also talks about for us. So here we go, final lap is going to be on its way, and this is going to be able to build its skills to be able to master it. Safety will be able to be sure of it, but this will also might need to have some skills for experts to master this track. So looks like this is going to be a good time to change up the interior view to be able to get a good comfortable look on it. Okay, so this is going to get a little bit difficult, so I know it's getting a little bit rough while using the first person view on it. Alright, so looks like this is going to be the perfect time to be able to catch up until one of them will be reaching up the checkered flag. Okay, let's go and catch up until running out of corners is going to be a little bit harder to see it. Just going to make one more pass and then one GTR to go to be able to get a good choice to be able to catch up on. Okay, got that cone. Alright, so looks like that was a pretty good run, folks. I can't say that was pretty good, but this will also might need to have some technique skills to master any corners. And I really guess that this is very impressive. So that was a pretty good race, folks. I did my best, and looks like that considers to stay on second place to be able to having a good risk on it. Well, I know this is going to be able to get everything started to take some practice, but very good for having a one fine earnings summary to be able to get everything going. So otherwise, I might be able to have to go and try it out on the shortcut course. So this is going to be quite very good. So take the earnings and then so close to make its way to daily workout complete. So ladies and gents, I really guess that this is a very good course on a full Grand Prix track. So looks like this is a very good course to be able to master it. Now looks like time to go and exit out and choose a different category to be able to get started. So looks like I'm really glad that this is going to be able to race on the shortcut course. So this is a pretty good one because this one is only had to use for certain compact track sports. So maybe let's see, I might be able to have to try out the twilight conditions to be able to select. So maybe let's go and choose a different car that we'll recommend is Japanese. So maybe certain vehicles will be available to choose because I really hope that this is going to be quite excellent to be able to choose for different type of certain vehicles will be available to choose for it. So something might be able to have to choose for a Mazda Roadster to be in this race. So I really guess that this is going to be quite inevitable to be able to choose. So perfect guess that this is going to be available to be able to choose a standard N-Class vehicle. So maybe I can't select the Group 4. So maybe this is the perfect guess that this is going to be able to have a good segment to use the Mazda. So pretty good Mazda Roadsters to be available to choose. So looks like I might be able to choose one of my OC's Roadsters because this is definitely my kind of design I made. Now looks like this will be able to select 3 laps and then this is going to be able to go with a grid start. Time to go professional, and this is going to be able to have a short credits, so this is going to be very good for a Roadster to be able to join the race. So I hope that if the Mazda MX-5 is going to be in the race, that could be quite giving a good choice to be able to get started, but this is very impressive to be able to have Japanese K cars or any other certain vehicles like the Porsche 356 8/1500 GS GT Carrera Sport. That could be quite good to be able to have a slow cardboard. And there it is, because the Mazda Eunos Roadster was definitely in the race. So this is a very good starting grid to be able to get started. And it looks like the white Roadster S is definitely in the track. Now this is definitely almost a nighttime, but it was definitely a sunset, because this is definitely quite very good for the background view for it. So I kind of guess that this is a very good condition view, was definitely on the 1900 hour. So let's go and let's try it out on the shortcut course, and then this is going to be a good comfortable choice to be able to race for it. Well, I know, I'm just definitely thinking I'm just using my OC vehicle will be the start. But you know what it says, Hyperion-Blue-GT really wants to be able to ride one of his OC cars, will be able to do for the test. Well, every time that this is going to be able to get a good choice to be able to choose one of my Total Drama OCs with a good roadster style, but maybe you haven't seen the video, because this is definitely quite good to choose any kinds of variant type of roadster. So right now, 3 laps for racing on Autopolis shortcut course is going to be the only way to be able to get started to be prepared. So this is definitely good for road cars to be able to race on a short track, and this is definitely giving the good choice wherever it needs. Now, looks like this is going to get a little bit easy closer on it, so this might be quite very good to be able to get a good technique on it. And also, it might be able to have drifting to be able to do the trick. That could be quite very awesome to be able to bring out a Group X drift car to be able to join in for. So, looks like there's the Mazda Eunos Roadster. That was definitely in the race. So this is going to be quite good to be able to have the black convertible top on it. Well, can't believe that the Mazda Roadster S does have a hardtop convertible on it, because this is definitely a wide open version like the BMW C8. Now, very lucky for the Eunos Roadster, but I hope that there might be some of the secondary variation type of color would be suited for a hardtop convertible on it. Well, maybe recognize the certain variant models of the Mazda MX-5 first generation models, the S Special and the B Special, because this is definitely quite very imaginable to be able to choose any kinds of certain colors on it. And also, the first gen MX-5 is very race modifiable since Gran Turismo 1 and 2, but this is definitely a perfect moment to be able to use as a variant, because that might be understand to recognize it for it, because we always love enjoying Gran Turismo 1 and 2 with race modifications. This is very fun to enjoy it for it. Now, looks like this is going to get everything a little bit easy going for it. Making an overtake on the 2015 Mazda Roadster S is definitely getting a good spot on it. Now, looks like coming in first place, and I know that this is going to be a better, easy way to be able to get a good final turn to be able to go for it. Slip and turn, and there it is. Alpine 1600S is definitely quite coming in for it. And it looks like entering its final lap, because this might be the best spot ever yet to be filled. Gonna have to make that braking point, and I hope that this is going to be a good choice to be able to have a good supporting steer for my OC to drive that roadster for it. gonna go in, make that turn go better than ever. Gonna say that this is a very good unstoppable run moment. Very good fast lap I'm taking, and this is going to be able to get a good closing run on it. And take a good look at the slower cars are definitely getting a little bit far last place behind. So this is going to be a trailblazer moment, because this is going to get a little bit trickier to be able to make an overtake on the Fiat 500. Okay, coming in. Oh man, can't believe it, that was a smart guess. Wow, I can't believe it, that was a pretty good race on that track, folks. But I can't believe it, the Alpine A110 just definitely making a smart run on it. So this is a pretty good race, folks. But I can't believe it, that this is definitely what happens, that any opponents would like to make a good opening move to be able to go past imports. So this is pretty fun to be able to race on the Autopolis track. So looks like this is pretty excellent to be able to have a good earnings to be able to go imports, and the daily workout has finally complete. So looks like this is pretty good race for you guys. So looks like the daily workout has finally complete, and I hope that this is a lot of good fun time to be able to try it out on this new track. Hope we can wait to be able to get started on the circuit experience. So this is where might be able to get started. Now, looks like perfect time for today's March 5th, and then let's see which the usual cars is gonna be. Okay. Same as usual is the Mitsubishi Lancer Final Edition Group 3. So looks like this is going to be very amazing to be able to race on Autopolis track, because GT500 awaits for us to be able to race. Now looks like this will be able to have today's mileage exchange, and this will be able to take a good look on it. So looks like three colors are available to buy, and this might be the good time to be able to get started for it. So maybe the purple one, Small Flakes, will be able to be the first start to pick. And I hope that this is going to be good to be able to bring back the Corvette C7 Group 3 road car in for it. Now, looks like I might be able to make sure, because I might need to save up some credits for stacking up some more millions of credits. So this will be able to have to reach up to 20 mil, because that's important to be able to buy an historic race car. So this is going to be able to be back in onto the GT League whenever it's going to be. Oh yeah, haven't checked it on the circuit experience, because, well, Tokyo Expressway South is still going on for it. Well, since the Special Stage Route X is definitely become a long distance track, so this is going to be able to get everything get settled to be able to get prepared for. So I hope that this is a lot of good time to be able to get ready for the next race for it. So looks like I might be able to stick on to the Toyota Supra with the Route X variant, because I might need to stack up some more credits important, because this is going to be big to be able to keep up the work for it. So this is a pretty good fun to be able to race on Autopolis tracks. That was the third Japanese track was been held for the Super GT series. Is definitely quite very good. So looks like maybe this is going to be good to be able to have certain Super GT 500 race cars or any other race cars for it. So the good news is, I really guess that this is a pretty good update to have 5 new rides to be able to join in for it. But this is pretty good that if there might be another one might be able to coming in for. So this might be able to get a good surprising moment, because Super Formula is coming to Gran Turismo Sport maybe later in spring in this month. Well, I hope that this is going to be quite very good, because we're about to be able to get ready to try out the Super Formula race car, because this is definitely shown on GT Planet, because the new model is definitely quite very good to be able to race for it. So I guess that this is definitely part 1 of this update, and I hope that this is going to be the next update. Might be coming in soon if they bring out the SF19 with the engine from Honda with MTEC 1 or Toyota with TRD1. So I really guess that this is going to be quite good to be able to try out the Super Formula race car soon, because everybody's really excited for it. And this is going to be quite cool to be able to wait and see for it. Well, folks, glad that you really enjoyed this update on the March 2019 on Gran Turismo Sport, and I hope you like it. So thank you for watching, and be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Don't forget to click the bell for some notification uploads if you want to see it, and also the links on the description down below if you really want to see more. Well, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time on Gran Turismo Sport, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay cool.